Soil displacement. What you'll find is when your downspouts don't just charge away, or you got no gutters, and you got a trough underneath the gutter line or the roof edge line because water's just been running there. Now you got soil displacement. It's settled the soil right there. It's settled it from between there and the house. And so most likely you have a negative slope on most, at least two sides of your house. So you're going to want to get some regrading done in the proper way, not just throw rock on there to create a higher surface near the house because water goes right through rock. You're going to have to create a nice base with clay, some kind of fabric for like a landscape barrier, and then you can put rock on top of that if you have the right slope. We recommend 1 inch of drop for every foot for the first 6 feet. So 6 feet out, the dirt should be about 6 inches lower than it is up against the house. And we know that's not always possible depending on the grading of your home, but that is an ideal scenario. You don't want to ever raise dirt higher than the siding. In fact, you want it about 4 to 6 inches below the siding. If it's dirt, you might want it even lower than that. Because if you have no gutters, you got wood siding, or you have poor guttering, you're going to get splashing. And that splashing is going to jump up, and especially on some of the particle board type wood siding, it really can deteriorate it pretty quickly. Ice dams. We touched again a little bit on this, but ice dams are caused when you have the inability for water to get off the roof. And so the scenario is this. We have a big snow. We got 6 inches of snow on the roof, and it's been cold and everything's okay. And then the sun hits it and it melts and it runs down. And let's say you have an overhang on your house, maybe 1.5 feet or 2 foot wide. And that area is not heated. So a lot of the melting on your roof, some comes from the sun, but much of it comes from heat loss in the house. Melts the snow heats up the roof deckings, melts the snow, it runs down and gets to the eaves where it's not heated anymore, gets colder, gets in the gutter, but we start getting an ice dam built up right there. You get the picture? And then we get more heat loss because we don't have good insulation in the attic and we don't have good ventilation. And so more water runs down and we got an ice dam right there. Where's the water going to go? It's going to back up. And it's going to back up under the shingles. Shingles are not designed to seal out water. They're designed to shed water. So if they can't do that, they're going to leak. And that's how we get ice dams. And you may have a house that has water staining around the perimeter. It might only happen once every 4 years because it depends on the right combination of snow, thawing, freezing, and that sort of thing. So many times you can help this scenario by, one, adding insulation to your attic so you don't have as much heat loss, getting the attic air sealed so you don't have as much heat loss, and then improving ventilation. It's inevitable you're going to get some moisture in your attic, but we want to have good venting so it dries it out.